Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Hello there, Assalamualaikum. I'm Azlan Jaiz and this is our first pilot episode of Thrive TV. So today we will talk about entrepreneurs. Okay, entrepreneurs have faced unprecedented challenges during this pandemic with business survival on the nut edge for many. Under such enormous pressure, it is their resilience that has enabled them to keep their businesses running or pivot their way to survival. And attribute that in a time of crisis can make the difference between success and failure. Hence, Thrive TV is all about inspirational stories and icon. So today we shall have a chat with Fadzrul Dullie, the CEO of Maju, who is a founder of Eureka Drinks. So how are you, Fadzrul?
I'm good, thank you very much. How about yourself?
I'm good, Alhamdulillah. So, Fadzrul, okay, so I think we just straightforward to our question. I mean, because we want to inspire people out there, right? Okay, as entrepreneur, you as entrepreneur, and me, myself, also as entrepreneur. Okay, so Fadzrul, can you tell us more about your business, your upcoming products, and also your previous background, perhaps?
Yeah, so I'll start with the last question that you provided. So we are actually originally from the construction business. We've been in the construction business since 2006, but as you are well aware, this MCO time has brought quite a lot of challenges to a lot of people. People have been forced to pivot, and they've been forced to I suppose, cater to this slowdown. The slowdown has been quite bad, especially for people here. I'm in Sabah, in Kota Kinabalu, and it's very pronounced. What we decided to do was to pivot towards energy drinks. Now, it might sound like a very weird pivot, but if you see during challenging times, people move from one occupation to another, sometimes different industries as well. So it's not something that is uncommon. We decided to do our passion project, I think about a year ago, which was actually smack bam in the middle of the first MCO. So a lot of people thought it was a bit crazy to start off a brand new business in a brand new market with no knowledge or experience. But it's been quite fruitful for us. It's been over a year. We're now in multiple areas, and we are looking at only expanding further. So it's been very good so far.
Okay. So basically, what inspired you to diversify your business? Yeah, from construction industry to FMCG, means energy drinks. So what inspired you most?
Well, aside from the need, everybody right now is trying to figure out what they want to do. Maybe some people are thinking about different lines of future options that they want to take. For us, it was more of a passion project. We've always wanted to do something along the lines of FMCG. We all travel quite often. This is obviously before the MCO, and we have tried many types of beverages, many types of energy drinks. We're all pretty young in the company, and we decided to do our own energy drink, a type that we like ourselves. So, for example, we made it non-carbonated, so more women would drink it. We made it bigger to give users more value. So on and so forth. So I suppose to answer your question, we did it because it was a passion. We didn't care whether the timing was right or the timing was wrong. There's really no such thing as good timing. It is actually up to the person to make it the best that they can. So it's always good, regardless of what happens out there.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. There is no so-called good timing. Yeah, and then if you put the passion, whatever that you do, so of course, it will bring a good result at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So tell me your struggle, especially how the pandemic is impacting the business of construction. Not focusing on this FMCG right now, but how about the construction industry previously?
Well, I think generally everybody will agree that it's bad all around. So supply chains are stuck. Companies are not able to get proper contracts. They're not able to hire proper workers. So everything is kind of stuck. That whole ecosystem people being able to move around does not exist anymore. So you've got supply problems, you've got management problems, you've got workforce problems, and all this is just building up. The longer this whole MCO or rather the problem persists in the world, and if people can get out of it, it'll impact more industries, and it'll impact some industries worse than others. So like in Malaysia, I think you can see that it's impacted the hotel industry rather tremendously. But again, regardless, you have to keep on moving forward, right? Keep on going ahead. You got to make the best of what is ahead of you. And in this case, it is expanding into even areas that you did not have previous experience in, because these challenging times are the best times to actually do anything, whether you're establishing a passion or whether you're trying to do a business. It's when times are generally tough. That's when innovation and creativity is spurred. And from there, you're able to create fantastic products. Now, just a little parenthesis on what I said. If you notice what happened before during the whole, after the whole .com bubble, you notice that a lot of these tech companies were started during recession times. So they started during bad times. They didn't start during good times. It's because during bad times, you're able to be creative and be innovative in what you provide. So during the good times, you're fine. I don't think that they thought that far. They weren't thinking on trying to succeed. But what were they trying to do? They were just trying to live day by day. They were just trying to succeed insofar as I can see the front. After that, they'll just succeed again or create something else again. So it's a matter of just like taking small incremental steps forward.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I mean, as you said before, I mean, in our trying time, we need to be more creative and innovative. And then why you choose energy drink other than other products for FMCG?
The simple answer was we are all big energy drink drinkers. You know, we probably in the office, we've probably drank 50 or 60 types of energy drinks from around the world. And we feel that we produce the best one. The best one for our palate, the best one for our taste, the best one for the people, our own market segment, which are you know, men, women, 15, 35, you know, active, you know, educated, health conscious. So you know, we created a drink that was halal. We also created a drink that you know is 1/3 the calories and 1/3 the sugar and very low in calories. So we are trying to create a product that we also like, irrespective of whether people like it or not. But we're pretty sure that if we like it, then we'll be able to have a market that does as well.
Okay, so what was the eureka moment? I mean, the acceptance of the product, energy drinks from the market.
It was good. I mean, you actually nailed our tagline. So our tagline is actually your eureka moment. The time when you consider, you know what, this is actually a really good product. And for us, that was indeed the case. You know, should we do this beverage or that beverage, or should we, you know, we were thinking of what we wanted to do, but we found out that, you know what, let's follow our passion. We were interested in energy drinks. Why not? Why not? So there's not really a scientific nor proper quantitative explanation for it. It was because we wanted to do it. Okay.
Exactly. So do you have tough times with your employees? Yeah, since some of them are not, have the same wavelength with you. I mean, whatever they want to do, maybe some of your staff, they reluctant to do, okay, the same thing, whatever they want to do. So, is it, I mean, how you handle it? I mean, in terms of the struggle, I mean, to achieve your mission. So perhaps you can share with us.
Yeah. So you're totally right. Now, actually, the main problem, I wouldn't say the main problem. The main focus in creating a product is actually not the product. It's actually managing the people. When you have good people around you, you can do anything from electric vehicle to a space shuttle, right? You can do anything that you want. So getting the people on board, I can truthfully say, is a big challenge. But I think as long as you are clear in what you tell them, So you're clear, this is what we want to do, this is where we are, this is what we want to achieve. We will try to achieve what we want to achieve. So please come on board in that sense. But you also have to communicate what you're trying to tell them. Tell them the truth. If you're, I suppose, the old-fashioned kind of style where you just stay in your room and you expect your people to be, I suppose, subservient to your orders and your wishes, then I don't think the Gen Z or this generation is into that. I think they value people. They value aspects like getting them on board to discuss, getting them on board to decide on company matters. I think that's what brings their relationship. It brings the relationship closer. I don't believe in having a tiered system of management. I believe everyone is kind of like a web where everyone is kind of interrelated to each other. That way, especially during times like this, when there's an MCO or times when times are bad, small, nimble, fast-moving companies actually do better. They do much better because they don't have high overheads, right? I mean, cost is still the major thing for all business or entrepreneurs. But more importantly, they're able to pivot and they're able to try out new ideas or try out new methods or change procedures on the dime, so they can do it really, really quickly. So size is actually a disadvantage when times are tough. Granted, when times are good, you don't need to worry, right? You can scale. But when times are bad, I think smaller companies do much better.
Yeah, indeed. I think I do believe that you are a risk taker. Yeah. So, but the moment when you see the spike of COVID data, okay, especially in Sabah, so did it scare you or worry you since you are just venturing into new business? I mean, from construction industry to FMCG. So the lockdown that may dampen your productivity and plans, and also spirit. So perhaps you can share with us again.
Yeah. So. I know it's a bit cliche to say, people should take calculated risks. You shouldn't be a risk taker, but take calculated risks. It's cliche, like I said, but it's very true. I don't consider myself a risk taker. I do consider myself someone who calculates risks properly, in the risk sense. So, as a person, it did scare me. In that sense, personally, it did scare me, and it did scare quite a lot of my friends who are here in Sabah. Businesses are empty, some businesses closing, roads are empty, there are no cars on the road. I mean, it was bad for everyone. But what we decided to do was, we were very fortunate in that sense because we were still considered an essential service. So we were still, in that sense, moving about. We were moving about, and we were actually we were in the midst of doing our business anyway, since we started in about March. So we were in the midst of actually doing business. We didn't see this as a problem per se. We decided to focus on the work and less on cases and counts and numbers. Now, it's a very narrowed view, but it is the view that allowed us to move forward. If you're too focused on what's happening outside, you lose focus on what you actually need to do for yourself. And that should not be the case. You need to concentrate on what you need to do. You need to, your survival mechanism will kick in, right? And once you're in a fight or flight, you're not going to think about anything else. You're just going to think of, okay, what I want to do and how far I want to go and what I need to do to survive. And in this sense, it was less about surviving, but it was more of the continuation of kind of the passion business, this journey that we were embarking on. So to answer your question, yeah, it scared us, but if anything, it gave us more motivation to move forward.
Okay. So actually, I do write down, the things that you share with me. Because I need the motivation too. Okay, so it means you need a passion, and then of course you need to calculate the risk. Okay, since you are not the risk taker, so you need to calculate the risk. And then another one, you need to focus. So you don't focus to whatever that happened, surround you, but you need to focus whatever that you do right now, right? Okay, so now we move forward to your products, Eureka Energy Drinks. Okay, so tell me about the Alert Plus Week. Okay, because of course I don't know about this. So
Yeah,
let me
sure.
share this.
Sure. So allow me to share. So we build our company as the first nootropic infused beverage.
Okay.
So what nootropics are actually brain vitamins. So most of the vitamins you consume, vitamins like vitamin B and C and what have you, they all go towards the benefit of your body, right? There is actually no focus towards brain health in that sense. So that you can divide it into two, body health and brain health. And so what we decided was there is indeed a very big glaring gap in the market. Most people these days, if I can count Gen Z as the largest of the generation, they prefer, they are health conscious, they are smart, they are tech savvy, right? They will want a product that is truly good for them, not something that is just loaded with sugar. So what we decided to do was all our beverages are actually nootropic infused. They're nootropic based. So we have a range of products that are in a can, in a 300 ml can, sleek can, but we also have a range of energy shots that are 90 ml in size. And all of these drinks are actually plant-based, they're halal, and they're healthy. So there is a big glaring market for this kind of niche, and this niche is only going to get bigger. If you look at all the other competitors, they might not provide as many benefits as I have just outlined. They might have not touched the points that I did. But what we want to do is we want to overachieve, right? We want to be able to do this, and we're the only company that does this from East Malaysia. So that's a small point of pride for us coming from Sabah, because if you think energy drinks, you don't think of a company coming from East Malaysia to actually produce this, right? So we consider this as a point of pride for us. We started with energy drinks simply because, like I mentioned before, we love energy drinks. So from the energy drinks, we're able to actually expand to other ranges that actually fit people's functions. So we have one, for example, that is we call it Cocoa Fusion, that is coconut based.
Oh,
that is coconut based, and then we have another one, dates milk, that is dates milk based, susu kurma. So we have various beverages that suit different functions with different infused nootropics.
Okay, so you talk about halal previously, okay, in your answer for the plus a week and also nootropics. So why is it halal is so important to you?
Well, I'm just in terms of a market, halal is a massive market, not just in Malaysia, but in terms of the world. It's a certification. It's a certification, but more importantly, it's a standard. It's not, you have halal from various other countries. Why is that important? It's important because it's a standard that everyone has to maintain to. And obviously, having halal is akin to having something that is premium in certain places. Similar to what kosher is to a lot of other people, halal is like that to many others. And Asia, specifically ASEAN, is a massive market for halal. Halal not just for beverages, but halal for accommodations, halal for foods. So it's really important. It's really important, and we wanted to tap into that.
Okay, since you said that, I mean, you don't want to focus to whatever happened, outside the world. I mean, I don't understand. Okay, of course, we need to know something about COVID-19 and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But the thing is, how you stay motivated? That's the most important thing. How do you stay motivated? I mean, since, maybe you can share your strategies during this pandemic and whatnot.
Sure. So, I think this varies with a lot of people. You can't really pigeonhole everybody into a box. You can't tell everybody to just, don't worry, be motivated. You can't do that. Some people are not built like that. But I think on a practical sense, just to be practical, there's a saying that I tell my staff, which is, you got to learn to dance in the rain. It's a very famous saying, right? It's a very famous saying. Everybody, people who I know have said it. So basically, if it's raining or if it's shining, you got to learn to just take it. And what we did was pretty much just that. You wake up, you focus on what you need to do, right? Having passion certainly helps. I mean, I think passion is probably 99% of everything, right? Because then, the whole thing about, work isn't work if you have passion and all that. Again, these are all very cliche. very cliche, and everyone says it, but no one really kind of elaborates on it, right? But truly it is that having passion is really important. Now, when times are bad, like they are now, there might not be room for passion. It might be an issue of necessity, right?
Yes.
I have to change my job because I need to pay for my children's tuition and what have you, pay for the car, pay for the mortgage. But I think ways like that will materialize on its own.
Right.
You just need to get on the journey, on the road to wanting to do that. So there's a very famous saying of how people decide to plan forward. And what they say is, it's like when you're driving at night and you turn your headlights on. You can only see as far as your headlights. As you drive forward, you see again as far as your headlights, and then you drive forward. So the idea is incremental focus, right?
Incremental focus. Okay.
As you move forward, you become more focused, but you also become more motivated. You agree that these small things actually benefit you greatly. Be thankful for all these small things. You've got a nice shirt on. You've got a roof over your head. You've got your health, which is really important, right? You've got more importantly, to a lot of other people, you've got your family. You've got your family. You've got your pets. You've got a roof over your head. You have stability in your country. All this is actually really, really important. And I think when bad times hit, people tend to put more emphasis on what's happening outside, the bad stuff, without looking at actually what you already have in front of you. And when you're in a better state in that sense, so when you're in a better state, I would say a positive state in that sense, I think the way to move forward will show itself. Because obviously everybody has different opportunities, they have different skills. But like I said, if you keep on being positive in that sense, you look at the small stuff, you're happy, you're thankful, you have a what I call a grateful attitude, right? You're focused and you're happy for the small things. I think that helps. I think that will get you on your journey.
Okay, Fadzrul, last but not least, so what is your next plan on Eureka Drinks? Do you have a plan to bring to West Malaysia? Because of course, I cannot wait and looking forward to taste your Eureka Drinks.
Yeah, so what we want to do is we're actually already accepted nationwide into Petronas and KK Mart. So we are actually in many of the larger retailers already in East Malaysia, and we are only waiting for the right moment to actually enter West Malaysia. Now, because of the range of beverages that we have, we are actually going to expand out in ASEAN for now. So ASEAN is a massive market. It's a very good market for us. We bill ourselves as the first Malaysia's first nootropic-based beverage company. So it is a Malaysian identity in that sense. It's a Malaysian company. So step by step, we will consolidate what we have right now just for East Malaysia. But West Malaysia, we're waiting to enter anytime soon. So just stay tuned to our products, and we'll be on your shores shortly.
Yeah, don't forget to call me up once you are here, Fadzrul.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so thank you so much, Fadzrul, for your time. For those interested about the energy drinks for personal consumption or being agent through Malaysia or Asia, do check out their FB or IG Eureka Drinks. So is that right, Fadzrul? Eureka Drinks,
correct.
Right?
Eureka Drinks.
So it's available also on agents via Shopee. So thank you so much once again, Fadzrul. So for those out there, do share this video to inspiring entrepreneurs. Yeah. Also like and follow our FB, our IG, and also our LinkedIn for more entrepreneurs, insight, ideas, and innovations. Do follow our affiliates, e-commerce live stream production, Bit2 Bazaar. So I'm Azlan Jaiz. Thank you so much for your time, and see you again. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.